Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for episode 23, the season finale, um, for The Flash, season 1, Fast Enough. So yeah, before I begin though, 10 second spoiler warning as usual for those that get to actually watch the episode and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10 second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those that get to actually watch the episode, haven't already, please don't comment down below. Be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning because as usual I did. So yeah, the last episode of season 1, episode 23, Fast Enough of The Flash. What did I think of it? As usual quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and narrate. So basically, yeah, really fantastic way to leave the season off, finish off the season, whatever. So basically, you have Harrison Wells and Barry Allen, and basically Wells is able to convince Barry Allen to do the Speed Force, I guess, if you could say, or join the Speed Force. I don't know how you want to word that correctly, but basically help Harrison Wells travel back into the future. And if he is able to do that, able to travel back into the future, Harrison Wells, Barry Allen is also able to travel back in time in order to save his mom, which is the ultimate goal of season 1 for the Flash. Beat the Reverse Flash and be able to save his mom some way somehow. So they do that, and that's basically the major plot point of the episode. Down, I'm trying to see how this is gonna go, and it's intense. I mean, the plot, in my opinion, the lead up, the first half hour, because it's about a good hour for each episode. So about the first half is just them leading up, which was pretty great. Them experimenting how that was going to be. And I think that was pretty good. But the second half of it was just incredible, in my opinion, because that's when you actually get like all the Easter eggs, all the Flash Easter eggs. Um, and that's also when you actually have the Flash meeting up with his mom right before she dies, and you have this one Flash who's like, no, don't save her, because then you'll fuck up the time-space continuum. So now our current Flash uh, basically won't isn't gonna save her. Also when he's going back in time, you see these quick flashes of stuff that could happen or would happen in the time in his future, whatever, or in the future, such as Caitlin becoming Killer Frost and the Flash Museum. So yeah, I mean, there's also many Easter eggs for just Flash comics in general, such as Jay Garrick, his helmet kind of just flies out of a black hole at one point. So that's pretty good. So yeah, and then you also have this epic fight at the end between the Reverse Flash and Barry Allen. That was incredible. And basically, the resolutions, maybe one of the more fucked up resolutions, to finish off a villain, makes sense. Kind of fucked up. Since Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash is Eobard Thawne. His great 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 grandpa is Eddie Thawne. Eddie Thawne kills himself, commits suicide, and in that, Eobard Thawne no longer exists. Bam. So yeah. Now there is already this whole time theory, whatever. So basically, this is how I've been able to chop it up from what I've seen online. They also introduced the multiverse with all this. We learned that Cisco is a metahuman too, which is I think that's kind of expected because he is a metahuman in the comics, so it makes sense that he is a metahuman in the TV show. Basically, his power is that he could feel or understand stuff from the multiverse. Basically, he could feel things that aren't from his universe, from his I guess universe. If something is from a different multiverse and comes into his world, he could sense it, and that's why that explains why he could feel the flashbacks or the lucid dreams or whatever of when Harrison Well killed them, killed him, despite the fact that Barry Allen went back in time, and he shouldn't have seen that anymore. So that was pretty good. Really, lots of explanations. So basically, these are the three main timelines that everybody on the internet agrees on. There's the original timeline. There's the original timeline. Similar events. Basically, the only difference from what I've seen, so basically the original timeline. It's pretty similar to the TV timeline. Apparently, the TV timeline is an alternative future, which is interesting. Basically, so far the best proof we have to this the original timeline is the fact that you have Killer Frost is actually a villain. Kaden becomes Killer Frost, and the fact that the Flash symbol is white. It's white and yellow instead of red and yellow. I mean, there are other facts, but that's the first things I could think of right off the top of my head. I don't have the actual link right here. The second one, the second timeline is the TV timeline, the one we've seen throughout this whole season. And the third timeline is basically the Paradox timeline. Um, Basically, how it goes, it's that um, Eddie is basically like this. Eddie commits suicide, hence Harrison Wells no longer exists. However, since Harrison Wells no longer exists, I mean, not Harrison Wells, since Ao Barthong no longer exists, Eddie has no reason to commit suicide, and it's just this paradoxical. Eddie basically, Eobard Thawne comes into the past, does all this stuff in a TV universe, and Eddie kills himself, and that Eobard Thawne no longer lives. However, Eddie however, since Eobard Thawne no longer lives or no longer exists, Eddie Thawne has no reason to commit suicide, and it's just that paradoxical timeline. One can't go without the other, which leads us to the black hole at the end of the episode, which was epic. Oh hell yeah. Um, I'm definitely gonna be doing a multiverse spotlight, I guess, or a multiverse explained video. Definitely on that one. Um, and I mean that's the first one I can think of. Multiverse and the theories and behind all that, because it's all just great. Really do like it. Overall, perfect way to end up the season. Really did enjoy it. Gave us some closure with Barry Allen, and because his ultimate goal at the end, aside from wanting to stop the reverse flash, his ultimate goal is wanting to stop his mother's death, or the death of his mother. However, he never did that because he now realized what was important and whatnot. So I really did enjoy that. That was all very good. And the scene between his mother and Barry Allen, that was pretty touching too. That was a pretty touching scene. I really did enjoy that. Overall, great way to end the season. Fantastic. On a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. How can I not give this a 10 out of 10? It's a perfect episode. It has emotion, drama, action, suspense, thriller like it should have. Twists and turns that you don't really expect. And with the black hole, it gives us the possibility for villains from the multiverse, from other dimensions, to come into our place. So that'd be pretty awesome. Have other dimensional beings be the villain for season 2. That'd be pretty good. Cool. And also, I really want to see how he stops Black Hole. So yeah, I mean, again, really well written, really well acted as usual, funny, quirky, obviously. So yeah, that's basically it for this review for the final episode of The Flash from season 1, episode 23. Fast enough. That's my thoughts on it. On a scale of 1 to 10, again, as I said before, 10 out of 10. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.